Grips Queensland over the latest outbreak of the UK strain. New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian says get used to it.
I just think we need to assume that these variant strains are going to become the dominant strain.
The Premier has confidence in her system, refusing to block Queenslanders from crossing the border.
If you recall, Victoria was up at around 120, 180 cases, I think, before we closed the border there. We're nowhere near that now, anywhere in Australia. And I think we need to have a very open and compassionate approach to those border issues.
But with New South Wales welcoming more than 100,000 returning Australians since March last year, the Premier is desperate for National Cabinet to reassess how many travellers each state takes.
I would like to see some model post-February 15, which is based on your population size. Sydney is Australia's truly global city, and we have a responsibility to the nation in relation to those matters as well.
The state's recorded just one new COVID case, a child who was already in isolation, a household contact of a confirmed case linked to the Berala cluster. A man who tested positive after presenting at Mount Druitt Hospital at the weekend has also been linked to the outbreak.
Despite the fact that we have that genomic linkage with the Berala cluster, we have not identified a point where that person crossed over with anyone known to have COVID. So it means that we are currently testing widely.
The state is in the mop-up phase for the Berala and Avalon clusters. Meanwhile, federal health authorities revoked the hotspot order for Sydney's northern beaches as case numbers there subside.
On the basis of the fantastic work that's been done, of course, mainly by the community in taking note of all the public health orders and the lockdown measures that have happened there over the last few weeks.
Restrictions aren't likely to ease for another 3 to 4 weeks, but health officials still want more people coming forward for testing, with 20,000 tests conducted in the last 24 hours. Charlotte Mortlock, Sky News Sydney.